athletes!
What is going on, you guys? So today we're going to go over the top 5 shrug variations to help you build bigger traps. Now before we get into this video, I want to make sure it's known that there are 3 different regions of the traps: upper region, middle region, and lower region. They all have different functions, but when we're talking about shrugs, we're most specifically talking about developing the upper region of the traps. So we're going to get right into this video and show you the best ways to do that. The top shrug variation is going to be the barbell front shrug. This exercise will allow you to place the heaviest load on your traps. And the more weight you're able to do, meaning the stronger your traps are, the more potential they'll have in increasing in size. You can certainly do this exercise with lower weight and do higher reps, but I believe the best benefit for this exercise is to do heavier weight so you really focus on overloading the traps. As you increase muscle potential through strength, other variations will be much more beneficial. And since you're focusing more on the front aspect, to develop symmetrically, we have to then go to the back, and this is where we're going to come into the behind Smith machine shrugs. This exercise is forcing you to lift your shoulders up and back, which is still hitting the upper traps, but also the middle traps are being involved. Behind barbell shrugs can be somewhat awkward to set up, which is going to affect how much weight you can do, while the Smith machine is an easy setup and you can set it right up on the self-spotters. Having a little bit of a lean forward will help you activate the traps optimally by a full range of motion. The controlled movement of the Smith machine will also help you avoid any shoulder injury due to your shoulders being forced up and back, while with a barbell you can more easily lose control. Behind Smith machine shrugs will also help you maintain good posture while you're doing your heavy front barbell shrugs. The third top shrug variation is going to be the seated dumbbell shrug. This exercise provides a greater range of flexibility. You are able to place the dumbbells more in front of you, more behind you, or straight to the side of you. It's important that while you're hitting front and back angles of your shrug variations, that you also hit the sides. This isolation will allow you to pay more attention to expanding your traps more optimally. Sitting takes away the possibility of other muscles being recruited for momentum. Use the back of the seat to avoid a curvature in your spine. This exercise offers a much more neutral position for trap isolation. I would focus more on reps for this exercise more than I would for the front and behind shrug, mainly due to the extra isolation. I recommend the seated dumbbell shrug over the standing version simply due to the fact that it isolates the traps better. The fourth variation is going to be the standing overhead dumbbell shrug. You perform this exercise by bringing your arms above your head while keeping them relatively straight. You're going to start off in a comfortable position, and then you're going to go up like you're trying to touch your shoulders to your ears. Squeeze for a few seconds, then slowly come back down to a comfortable position. It's a shorter range of motion, but adds the difficulty of stabilization. This will help improve mobility as well as overall upper body posture. Most shrug variations utilize scapular depression, but too much scapular depression can actually lead to shoulder problems, so overhead shrugs counteract this by upwardly rotating the scapula, which will improve shoulder flexibility while building your traps. And lastly, we'll get into the side cable shrug. This exercise will allow you to isolate the traps in a neutral side position, but also allowing a greater range of motion. Get a slight lean away from the cable to increase your range of motion. The further away you are, the more resistance you're also adding. This exercise and the dumbbell overhead shrugs should be used more as high rep finishers to really destroy those traps. Use these 5 shrug variations to really maximize your trap gains. Like the video, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button.